Before I start this video, I would like to thank you all for your support of this series by watching, liking, and commenting on these videos. And I would like to give a special thanks to those of you who've subscribed to me, as it really means a lot to me as a small content creator. So yeah, let's continue along this series and see how much money I make. Like always, I'm going to spin this wheel to see which category the first money making method of this video shall belong to. And that category is combat. Like always, combat is really dependent on what I get because Slayers don't usually make money outside of Aatrox. And yeah, let's spin this wheel and see. And the combat based money making method I shall use is Revenant Slayer once again. Well, let's hope I don't make I don't lose as much money as I did last time. Okay guys, this is my setup. In a previous video I've already shown you this, but it's better to show you guys again in case you haven't watched that one. This is my Crimson armor. I haven't upgraded it, so it's just basic Crimson armor. I'm using a Rift necklace for the extra magic finder provides. This is my equipment. My weapon is just a spicy Reaper Falchion. And I'm also using a Daedalus axe to pet swap to my Black Cat pet for the extra magic find. And yeah, these are all the other deployables I'm going to use, like my healing. And yeah, I'm also going to be using a wolf pet to spawn in so I can get faster boss times. So let's begin. As I said before, my Crimson armor needs stars, perfect gemstones, recons, magic find tang, variant tang, and I need to get new equipment pieces with magic find tang, variant tang on each of them because I need to spawn in the bosses faster with variant tang, and with magic find tang I get rarer drops. For Revenant Slayer, I need the Ghoul pet in order to spawn in the boss because it gives me the most combat wisdom for killing zombies. Like always, my Daedalus axe needs Chimera 5 in order to get the max amount of magic find possible. I also need a Golden Dragon pet for both its damage and magic find. I would only recommend doing Slayers as a money making method during Mayor Aatrox as his perks really boosts how much drops you get and lowers the cost of Slayers by one half. This is all the tips I can think of to improve upon my setup, and let's see how much money I make in this 1 hour of Revenant Slayer. You might be wondering where the montage of all the rare drops I managed to get from that 1 hour of Revenant Slayer went. Well, I encountered some technical difficulties, aka I forgot to press the record button. You know, it happens to the best of us, I mean, average Hypixel Skyblock content creator moment. But let's just jump right into the amount I made in this grind. Well, before I start listing how much I made, I have to first talk about how much I lost storing the Slayer quests. I lost around 8 million coins just on storing the quests. So now let's move on to how much I made. I made 20k in Revenant Catalysts, 32k in Undead Catalysts, 100k on a Snake Rune. Like, I don't know if I'm lucky or unlucky because last time I also dropped a Snake Rune. So yeah, I made around an additional 175k from my Pestilence Rune. And I made around 335k from my Revenant Flash and 1.5k from my Foul Flesh. Also, I dropped a Ghoul pet, a legendary Ghoul pet, during the grind, so that's an additional 1.8 million coins. and Revenant Vescera, which is an additional 1.9 million coins. Last but not least, I managed to drop myself a Smite 7 book, which is around 14 million coins. So that means I made a profit of around 11.8 million coins. Like, I'm honestly shocked I managed to make my money back on this Slayer grind because normally you don't really make your money back when you're doing Slayers outside of Aatrox. So yeah, this was like a happy surprise to me. And let's just jump right into the next money making method then. It's time to move on to the second money making method of this video. And like always, I'm going to spin this wheel to see which category that money making method shall belong to. And the category of it is combat once again. Well, this is going to be a unique video. Like always, let's hope I don't get another Slayer this time, as I really want to see what other combat-based money-making methods will make. And this one is Endstone Defender. This really isn't a money-making method. I just put this in here to see how much I will actually make because I'm curious. And yeah, let's get this started. This is my Endstone Protector setup. It really isn't a money making method. That's why I don't really have a setup. I just put it in the wheel because I thought it was going to be funny. Never expected to actually get it, but I guess that's how it works. These are my best damaging equipment. I'm also using a Rift Necklace because I'm pretty sure Magic Find affects the tier boost cores in the Golem pets. I'm going to be using a Werewolf armor to deal damage to the Endstone Protector, also using a Tiger Pet, and I'm going to switch to my Sorrow armor, and I have a pet rule that when I switch to my first wardrobe slot, I'm going to automatically equip my Black Cat Pet, which will allow me to then swap to my Daedalus Axe to get the maximum magic find I can possibly get. So yeah, let's get started. The Endstone Protector has 5 stages, the fifth stage being when it actually spawns in. So when you look for lobbies, it's preferable to find stage 4 lobbies and rarely stage 3 lobbies if you don't feel like lobby swapping too much. To my knowledge, Magic Find affects the drops from the Endstone Protectors, so you also want to maximize your Magic Find. In my case, it's getting Chimera 5 for my Daedalus Axe, and a Golden Dragon Path for the maximum Magic Find. This is all the ways I can think of to improve upon my setup, and yeah, it isn't much because Endstone Protectors isn't a money making method. I just put it on here for the fun of it, and I'm really curious to see how much I make. So yeah, I'll see you soon. In that 1 hour of Endstone Protector grinding, this is everything I managed to get. I'm also counting the drops I got from the Zealot Bruisers, as I did have to kill them in order to spawn in for Endstone Protectors. So I made around 18k in Enchanted Endstones, 26k in Enchanted Ender Pearls, 35k in Endstone roses. I also made 550k in pure coins alone. For the crystal fragments, I made around 2 million coins. I also managed to drop two epic golem pets, meaning I made around 1 million coins. One legendary golem pet, which means I made around 2.6 million coins. And lastly, six summoning eyes, meaning I made around one, no, meaning I made around 7 million coins off of summoning eyes alone, for a grand total of around 13.2 million coins, which is not bad considering Endstone Protectors isn't really a money making method, and yeah, this is going to be the last money making method in this video. I'm going to spin this wheel to see which category that money making method shall belong to, and that category is my choice. This has never happened yet, and I'm very excited. So basically, I get to choose whatever money making method, either in this like all collections of wheels, or just a random one that I personally pick. And yeah, I'm kind of excited to see how it goes. Okay, guys, since I got to my choice, I can literally do any money making method. It doesn't matter if it's not on the wheel or not. And I was originally going to do something like, funny or like off meta, like Scafa pet grinding. See how much I make in that 1 hour. Maybe an hour of nucleus runs or something like that. Something that you don't really expect to make a lot of money. But after doing that Endstone protector grind, I just didn't want to do it. So yeah, I decided to do a more safer option. That's why I'm in the glacial tunnels. And I'm going to be mining Peridot because I heard that it's the best gemstone to mine for money in the glacial tunnels. Like always, this is my equipment, jaded, recom, the Devon armor, always going to level up a backpack, just not going to include it in the final amount. I'm also using the titanium equipment, like always is my drill, titanium 655 recommed, and my mining speed is, actually let me hold the drill real quick, is 7,510. My mining fortune is 1,913. So yeah, let's get this grind started. Like always, I can upgrade my titanium drill 655 to a Devon drill in order to get more mining fortune and mining speed. I can use a Sunnyside Goblin Omelet in order to get 50 more mining fortune. I can also get a pendant of Devon in order to increase my mining fortune and mining speed. Like always, I can switch to a Scafa pet in order to get a max amount of Peridot if that's what you want. The mayor to look out for when mining is Mayor Cola, cause he can have a perk which starts the mining fiesta, which doubles your profits from gemstones and ores. This is everything I can think of to improve upon my setup, and I'm really curious to see how much I make in this 1 hour of Peridot mining. In that 1 hour of Peridot mining, this is everything I managed to mine. If I were to sell all of this, I made around 29.5 million coins, which is pretty good, because compared to Aquamarine and Onyx I've already done before, this is by far the most I made from a glacial tunnel gemstone. And yeah, I can see why it's the best. Also, if you want to increase how much money you get from your Peridot, you can save it for when you find a Peridot crystal in the glacial mine shafts, which has a rare chance of spawning, and you can craft it into a perfect Peridot and sell it for like a decent amount more profit. but it takes time to forge it and also time to find it. So that's why I didn't like calculate it based off of perfects, but just finds. So yeah, that's about it. After adding up all the amount I made in the three different money making methods in this video, I managed to make around 54 million coins, which is by far the best I've done in this series so far. And I have to attribute it to me getting my chance, which allowed me to pick Paradox for the gemstone I want to mine, and for the Smite 7 book I managed to drop from my Revenant Slayers, which enabled me to actually make profit from my Slayers. So yeah, I hope you guys will continue watching this series and tune in on next time. Bye! If you made it this far into the video and like what you see, I hope you can like and subscribe in order to support me on this series. Also click this video in order to see the previous part of this series.